Hello everyone, I'm Mike Levin from MikeLevinSEO.com, and I'm out here walking the big guy again. And it's Sunday morning, around 7 a.m., August 3rd, 2014, and I'm getting ready to go into the office to do some coding. And I'll be sitting down for that magic, formative moment of laying down the first few lines of code on a new system I'm creating. And I've done that many times in the past, and I remember each time like it was yesterday. You make these decisions that become part of the core of the system that you live with for the rest of the time you're using it. And you either make life wonderful for yourself or terribly rotten. And each time I iterate one of these systems, I try and solve problems of ages past. And a few warnings come to mind, one of them being the somewhat notorious Joel Spolksy warning about information architects who spend all their time solving tomorrow's problems today instead of just doing slightly more custom code to solve today's problems in much shorter order, throw it out and move on to the next one. The issue there is if you feel forced into architecture building, that might be a symptom of choosing the wrong foundation platform for development in the first place. And that's why I'm choosing Python. It's so far along developed as a framework already that you hardly need to add anything to it to have a great web development system that just gets out of your way and lets you focus mostly on custom Python code. And I suggest that you read the introduction to PyGreen. Google PyGreen, read the introduction on his website, and he expresses much the same concepts there. The other thing that comes to mind is I want to capture it this time. I want to make that part of this experience. It's part of the storyline, part of the story arc, and I want to abide by those warnings, take the lessons of those warnings, and just get to using the system productively for clients tomorrow. So I can start impressing clients with something that I can use even during interactive sessions with them that really gets to the heart of what SEO is about. Sure, there's going to be automated crawlers in the picture that go collecting keywords off of their sites, off of their competitor sites, off of maybe Wikipedia, but those automated systems have limitations until artificial intelligence can pick apart the page and figure out every word combination that might be of relevance. Human eyes need to review it, and the project I'm doing is about that human eyes thing, surfing from page to page, highlight, click, collect, highlight, click, collect, in a real smooth flow that makes sense to the person using it, anyone sitting looking over my shoulders, and it's a big missing part in that whole suite of SEO products that should be in free and open source. Everyone thinks it's rank monitoring. Sure, watching your search engine positions on your keywords on a daily basis or whatever is important, but it's such a solved problem. It's out there in open source already. There's plenty of fairly inexpensive services that do it. Same with crawling. When things go custom, you can always use Scrapey on Python or Mechanize if you need to do a little simulation of browsers and user sessions. And there's just so many of these solved problems, and I'm going to be using as many of the good ones as I can to avoid building too much. And the whole issue of build versus buy is something I'll deal with in the not too distant future, but I'm answering my three issues that I always look at, which is what's most broken, where do you get the biggest bang for the buck, and what plates need to be spun. Well, what's most broken is a way to intelligently gather keywords off of the internet without using some, machine gun crawler approach that just facilitates it, makes it go smooth. Where do you get the biggest bang for the buck? Having a great execution platform for my Python code where I'm not limited by running off of my local desktop, running on the cloud. So that is mostly taken care of. And then what plates need to be spun? Well, everything having to do with keeping the clients happy at this point now that the contracts are starting. So that's why I'm here early on a Sunday morning, heading into work, and hitting this with as much force as I can, so come tomorrow morning I can start making those emails and phone calls to the clients and say, here, let me show you something. I think this is going to make you happy. And pave the way for a repeating process like that happens every month or two with a new set of clients. So if you're interested, get in touch with me. And that's about it for my thoughts this morning. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Please share this video and don't forget to subscribe.